Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Monday, everybody. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. Obviously, it's very cold today. Got a few snow flurries and snow showers still tracking across the area. I'll have a look at that here coming up shortly. Very cold temperatures expected tonight, but what about a warm up? Yes, we are going to have a warm up. I'll tell you how warm we'll get towards the end of the week here very, very shortly. Let's get right to your forecast. First off, take a live look from our Arctic Air Skycam network. A lot more sunshine starting to peek through now. We'll continue to see a gradual clearing of the sky from west to east as we head throughout the remainder of your day today. But one thing that I'm still seeing on our Arctic Air Skycam network, it's very hard to tell sometimes depending on if this is actually just shadows coming from the clouds or there is some snow flurry and snow shower action still going on. You see some of that kind of wispiness in the clouds as you go below them. Some of that actually still could be some flurries and snow shower activity. Still seeing some of that on the Cherokee camera here in the distance. So as we go throughout the remainder of your day today, we'll continue to see our snow shower activity shift off to the east, but over the next couple of hours, we'll still see at least a chance at some of those passing on through. Now, if you are a warm weather fan, you obviously want to head down to the beach. It's definitely not too warm. It's still in the 50s right now, but hey, it's a lot better than seeing some of that snow shower activity across the area if you do prefer the beach over the snow, which I do prefer the beach over the snow. I'll have a look at Gulf Shores right now. Notice how you see not a lot of wave action right now. Look at the wind. It's coming out of northwest at 16 miles per hour, so it's actually pushing the water a little bit off to the shore. I did check that low tide is going to be coming up around 2:22 this afternoon, so you'll see the sand right here, probably a little bit further to the left of the screen here, but interesting because of the winds that are coming out breezy out of the northwest, but nice view down there along the Gulf Coast. All right, let's check in on our snow shower activity. Here's our live Viper radar network. Most of it is still confined over here to northeastern Alabama, northwestern Georgia, and the eastern part of Tennessee. And I will say, you saw some of that stuff from the Skycam network. Eventually, the radar beam will shoot over these snow showers, so you won't be picking anything up on the radar. So I do expect at least some flurry activity still going on here across parts of our area west of Interstate 65. But east of 65, you're still picking up on some good snow shower activity. Got a nice little burst of some snow east of Bridgeport, east of the Tennessee River. Another one that is near the Henniger and Eider areas here in DeKalb County. This one might actually have a little bit of some terrain-enhanced snow potential, so I wouldn't be shocked, especially with that quick burst of snow, if you end up getting a quick dusting across parts of northern DeKalb County. But as we've been focusing over the past several days with the warm ground temperatures, anything that does stick will be very short-lived and will not cause any impacts. The best chance at seeing a dusting is going to be over here with some of these heavier snow bursts across parts of northeastern Alabama. That could quickly kind of coat your car in a dusting, maybe your deck, outdoor objects, but the ground's just going to be too warm. It should be melting pretty quickly, especially once that quick burst of snow moves on out of here. So this is where the best snow shower activity will be for the remainder of the day. But as you see here, the Nashville radar is still picking up on some of those isolated pockets of some snow flurries and snow showers. These will continue to track in from the northwest, but as we go into the afternoon hours, I'll show you here with the radar satellite composite, you'll see exactly that big spin. This is that big trough, kind of upper level low that's swinging on through. Eventually, this is going to shift off to the east, and so since we're on the tail end of things, that's going to be quickly shifting to the east as well. So our window for more snow showers and snow flurries will be closing here soon, but across parts of eastern Tennessee, the Appalachians, the Great Smoky Mountains, they're going to be seeing a lot of snow shower activity over the next several hours and could get a few inches of snow up there in the mountains. It's still relatively cold here. I do anticipate we'll just stay in the 30s all day today. If you reach 40 degrees, consider yourself lucky. Right now it's 34 in Lewisburg and Pulaski, also 34 in Huntsville, 35 in Athens, and 34 over there in the Shoals. Obviously it's windy out there, so we have to factor in that wind chill value. We do have northwesterly winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Could be gusting anywhere from 20 to 25 at times. So you factor in that. This is what it feels like. Feels like it's in the 20s for most places. That should continue to be the case today. Feels like 24 in Fayetteville, 26 in Pulaski and Lewisburg, 31 in Athens, 23 in Huntsville. Feels like 27 down there in Decatur. This afternoon, like I said, if you get to 40 degrees, consider yourself lucky. Most places will just top out around 38 or 39 degrees today. Snow shower activity possible through about 2 o'clock. Once it gets past 2 o'clock, we're just dealing with gradual clearing from west to east and still cold, quickly dropping below freezing once again by the time we get to the evening hours. Here's your hometown forecast today. 37 in Linville, 38 in Mount Pleasant, 37 here in Lawrenceburg, 36 in Collinwood across the state line, 37 in Hazel Green and Meridianville, 38 in Athens, 38 in Cortland, 39 over there in the Shoals, 36 down there in Phil Campbell. Now, taking a look at your futurecast, you'll see that snow shower activity. Well, actually, it looks like we have an update on the futurecast. That's gone. One of the things that the model has a hard time doing, though, is that very, very shallow type of snow shower and snow flurry activity. Like I mentioned, like the ones that the radar beam, once you get further out, you can't even see it. Well, the model guidance can have a hard time picking up on that too. So anytime you see this cloud cover right here, that's where you're going to have your best shot at seeing some of those flurries, and they continue to track to the east. Better snow shower activity, like I mentioned, off to the east of us, getting into parts of the Appalachians and the Great Smoky Mountains. By the time 6 p.m. rolls around, we'll be dropping down below freezing. We'll gradually clear, and we'll plummet overnight tonight, dropping down to the upper teens and lower 20s across the area. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. The good news is the sun will be shining in full force. That will quickly rise us up into the 30s and eventually into the 40s to around 50 degrees during the afternoon and evening hours. Just a few passing clouds are expected for your Tuesday. Here's that evening forecast quickly dropping into the 20s. And I will say a good rule of thumb, anytime you get the temperatures dropping down into the teens, and you probably want to start to drip your faucets. Now, the good thing is, especially with the ground temperatures, they've been well above freezing for a long time now, so I wouldn't be too concerned about pipe bursting. But once you get down to around that 22, 21 degree and below, you probably want to start to drip that faucet just in case. Here are our overnight lows tonight. 21 in Lewisburg, 20 in Pulaski, 23 in Huntsville, 19 here in Lawrenceburg, 23 over there in the Shoals. Winds will start to die down once you get to your evening hours going into tomorrow morning. So while it will still feel like the teens out there tomorrow morning, very, very cold, that wind chill factor won't be much of an issue tomorrow. Once we get into your afternoon hours, we'll be rising quickly into the upper 40s and lower 50s across the area with a lot of sunshine. Taking a look at your rain chances over the next several days. We're dry over the next several days, but once we get into the weekend, specifically on Sunday, we'll start to reintroduce some of those rain chances across our area. The good news is we will quickly warm back up well above average for this time of year, eventually getting up into the lower and middle 70s by the time we hit to Friday and Saturday. Good news is overnight lows, once we get past tonight, we are above freezing for your Tuesday night into your Wednesday morning. So just this morning and tomorrow morning are going to be the very cold start to your day. But once we get further on into the week, you'll start to see those lows tick back up into the 40s to around 50 degrees by the time we hit the weekend. So if you are a cold weather fan, enjoy today. But if you're a warmer weather fan, just give it some time. You'll be getting what you want once you get into the latter part of the week with temperatures getting back up into the 70s. That's your latest forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another check on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Monday. Stay bundled up out there, and everybody, please stay safe.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.